And so begins 40 days of mourning for a man who had ruled Iran for nearly 40 years. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei holding the country in a grip so tight few could imagine it being ripped from his grasp. This is what's left of his compound in Tehran after Israel bombed it, killing him and several military advisors, leaving his supporters to mourn him and regime members still standing to manage both a war and a succession. Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian called Khamenei a great martyr. We must join hands and thwart our enemies, he says. On Sunday, an Iranian missile slipped through Israel's defenses, hitting a synagogue and killing at least 9 people. Iran has also been targeting U.S. military bases in neighboring countries, also hitting some civilian areas. Smoke rising above the United Arab Emirates and Qatar. Buildings in Bahrain scarred by strikes. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu suggests there will be no quick end to the war. Our forces are now striking in the heart of Tehran with growing intensity, he says, and this will only increase. Tehran was again under heavy fire. The Basij militia headquarters a target along with Iranian state television. An earlier strike in southern Iran reportedly hit a school, killing dozens of children. They are difficult days for regime supporters and opponents alike. But for some Iranians who have long sought the overthrow of a regime feared for its cruelty and oppression, there was room for a bit of celebration on hearing news of Khamenei's demise, some even daring to do it in public, albeit under cover of night.
Ian, that is because while the Ayatollah may no longer be around, the regime that he spent decades building up all around him still is.
And Margaret, what do we know about the plan to replace him?
For now, they've created a 3-man interim council, which includes the president, and it's supposed to take care of affairs like the succession. It is normally, or you would expect that to be quite an elaborate affair. Not so this time, but we do understand that Ali Khamenei did leave behind a short list of sorts for his preferred candidates. Some people think that might speed the process up, but it's really difficult to think how they might actually proceed with this, given all the bombing that's going on, given that everything that's going on at this stage.
Margaret Evans reporting from Amman, Jordan. Crystal Gilmansing is in Jerusalem tonight. And Crystal, how are people responding to these attacks?
Ian, living with danger is nothing new here, but it is starting to wear thin. Throughout the day, your mobile phone will startle you with a message warning you to get to a shelter. That's in addition to the outdoor sirens that will blare. It can often feel like you are living in a constant alert, waiting for a missile strike. People are asking how long they'll need to keep a to-go bag at their door, how many times they'll have to wake up their children in the middle of the night in order to scoop them up and rush them to a shelter. A 102-year-old man died today. He fell going down the stairs trying to get to his shelter.
And that rising death toll in Israel underscoring the risk and sacrifice of this war.
There were more missile strikes tonight here and more damage. There seems to be an attempt to try to address low morale. There have been a number of strikes, deadly strikes, missiles from Iran that have managed to get through Israel's multi-layered air defense systems. Israel's President Isaac Herzog tried to boost their morale, saying that this is a historic time to change change the trajectory of the Middle East towards peace. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu acknowledged that these are challenging days, but he went with a familiar theme, saying that these challenging days are all about ensuring Israel's existence.
Crystal, you've been witnessing these strikes come in. What does that feel like?
Yeah, given the fact that Israelis have been living with conflict for so incredibly long, there is a battle to try to deal with complacency. When you get that mobile alert, when you get the all clear, it also comes with a message that says, do not ignore these messages, stay close to shelters. And I can tell you that when those interceptors go off, when there is an alert that has come in, and when those explosions happen close to you like they did today, they do make your heart race, and you really don't want to ignore any of those warning messages.
Crystal Gaman Singh in Jerusalem tonight.